Welcome back as we explore some fiction from the sea. Sailors often get lonely underway. Many fantastic stories of mermaids and sirens were told by sailors full of their drink. This one I tell you is true, for he was a captain upon a ship I sailed on long ago. The tale begins in the warm months of 1800. The captain was a strong seagoing man, salty as any man could be. He was ruthless, often shooting any deserters himself. Now the seas are an unforgiving mistress. She will call you back if you stayed away too long. Her temper is matched only by her beauty. She can destroy you and your ship, or she can lead you to great fortune and adventure. 20 brave lads served on our vessel, all willing to die for gold, adventure, and glory. The skipper was surprisingly fair to us. If we fought hard, then the loot would be divided almost equally. If not, the cowards were keel-hauled or shot. Now, unknown to the crew, our captain had a nightly visitor. She came from the sea, hair as green as the greenest seaweed. Her beauty captured the skipper's heart, but damned his soul. She slid into his cabin when it became dark, giving him pleasure, but enslaving his will. While he slumbered, she fed, feeding on his soul like a succubus. His strength, will, and life became hers. This happened every night she visited. For months she haunted him and the crew. Men would see her shadow on the decks and hear her sweet voice in the breeze. She haunted our dreams with nightmares of blood and death. As our captain lost his strength, we began to lose our minds. The first mate kept control of the crew, and we all contemplated mutiny. The months became colder, and we all knew that death was aboard our ship. Soon our suffering would end, as would our skipper's. One morning we found him in his cabin, dead and nude. His skin had sunk around his eyes and smiling mouth. His skin was loose, barely hanging from his bones. His large, robust frame was now shriveled, a shadow of his former self. The skin had turned an icy blue and was cold to the touch. Lifting him caused his brittle bones to break. The cabin smelled of death, a rotten smell. The odor was so bad that many of us salted sailors got sick. We offered his body to the sea for old Davy Jones to take under. But his soul belonged to another. We heard her voice. the same as whispers that we all knew. Wicked and seductive, a voice to rob you of your soul. Her hand reached up and took his body. In the waves, the crew saw this beautiful woman holding our captain's lifeless shell. She smiled and sunk beneath the waves. This upset the crew, so we headed into port to drown our sorrows. While we were there, I fled into the night. I felt my sanity would not last a moment longer. I had seen and heard enough of shadow women, seductive voices, and life-stealing sea hags. This was an old tale I wrote long ago. Instead of a mermaid, I made her into a soul-stealing sea witch. Another tale from the Shadowlands. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. You are welcome to check out my other videos too. If you have any requests about monsters or true ghost stories or any stories to add or you'd like to hear about, leave me a comment and tell me about it. So until next week, beware of the Shadowlands.